Well, good morning. It's Monday morning here, the 23rd of February, and we have a nor'easter on our hands this morning. And the forecast is holding true here. Heavy snow on the eastern seaboard with intense snowfall rates, 2-3 inches an hour. This has been ongoing all night, right? And sharp cutoff to the west here as this system pulls to the north, but this low is going to continue to deepen here. It's a 972 millibars, so it's probably near its peak intensity actually. So because it's occluded already, but you see the heavy bands of snow here pivoting through snowfall rates approaching 2-3 inches an hour, especially in the dark bands here, right? And in the coming days, it'll be moving. The coming days, today I'll be moving to the northeast, towards Boston area, in New England, and bring heavy snow to there as well. And like I said, good morning. My name is Tim Ayler, meteorologist. Welcome to my channel. Um, Thanks for watching, and like my video if you like it. Subscribe, share with your friends. Um, and I appreciate it. And leave any comments you have or questions in the comments below. As far as current hazards go, we've been focused so much on the eastern seaboard here, and we still will be today. Blizzard warnings all along the eastern seaboard, winter storm warnings as well, winter weather advisories, and wind advisories in the higher terrain, and winter storm warnings also. The Appalachians, and along the Great Lakes here. Freeze watch down here in southern Florida, southern Georgia, northern Florida. Freeze warning, red flag warning. They had a bunch of fires down there yesterday. Freeze warning as well. Red flag warning to the west here and parts of Louisiana, Mississippi here, right, and to the northwest here. High wind warnings, high wind watch, winter storm warning, winter weather advisory, and flood watch on the northwest part of California, the northern part of California this morning. Very cold wind chills this morning for most of Georgia, with temperatures, feel like temperatures in the single digits up here in northeast Georgia, with teens to 20-degree wind chills further south, even into Griffin, Atlanta, 10 to 15 degrees. So brutally cold this morning, right, with the high winds. And there's been some snow flurries up to the north here, right? So that's kind of neat too. So today, generally not even getting just barely above freezing here in northeast Georgia. With even in middle Georgia in the mid 40s here, to the upper 40s further to the south. No precip expected tonight. Below freezing again. The teens up in Blairsville area on the highest terrain here. Middle 20s further to the south. Tomorrow warming up some. Blairsville in the 50s up to the northeast here, and mid 50s as well. Most of the state's going to be about the same temperature really. So that's different look than today. So precip chances, no precip chances tomorrow either. So as far as excessive rainfall chances, we have a slight risk today right along the west coast here, generally from Portland, Oregon, all the way down to let's see, Fort Bragg and California here. So this cold front pushing on shore, bringing us some moisture. Let's look at the radar. You see heavier rain and snow further to the north here, and this will sag southward during the day today. Moving into day two, first set of rainfall. Take the radar off. We got a slight risk in the higher terrain here of Northern California, Carson City, Redding, and a marginal risk surrounding it all the way into parts of southern, southwestern Oregon, and all the way down to San Francisco here. So after that, we have nothing for Wednesday. And day 4, we have a slight risk here, a marginal risk of excessive rainfall in the Tennessee Valley. And this would be Thursday, right? Moving on day 5, there's nothing on the map here. But day 4 is where our next system starts moving through here, with maybe some training of storms and heavy rainfall here. So as far as severe weather, we have just for day 3, which is Wednesday, a chance for general thunderstorms in the central U.S. here. Not the central U.S. really. Tennessee Valley, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, right? and generally not expecting severe weather here, although we have some, thunderstorms, but nothing of severe nature when this system moves through. So, what's the short term look like here? I decided to use a Rufus RFS experimental 3 kilometer. It seemed to depict the current conditions here pretty well, right? This is as of 4 a.m., right, which is about now. Different banding features, and the heaviest band is just offshore, but still heavy snow nonetheless. System pulls away to the northeast, and then by 3 or 4 p.m., we are done with this, right? But in this time period, we're going to get heavy snow. We'll continue here. Even on the backside, we'll have some snow, right? It's at 9 a.m. today, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so about 4 by midnight, it'll be through the Canadian Maritimes, leaving some northwesterly flow, pushing cold air into the area, right? So look at temperatures afterwards here. Apparent temperature, wind chills are going to be brutal. Um, let's see here. Go back and look at the wind chills. Wind chills are already cold in the teens, right? Go through the day. Wind chills won't be too bad, but then overnight tonight, going to be in the negative single digits here. So with temperatures, air temperatures in the teens, right? But wind chills are going to be kind of brutal here. So keep that in mind. Going into Tuesday, it's going to be very cold during the day, all right? And then going into Wednesday, warming up some. Let's see, air temperature is still very cold, okay? 20s, single digits up here for wind chills, all right? So the snow is going to stick around here. Now maybe getting above freezing on Wednesday, all right? As we start the day, it'll be below freezing, warming up some here. Then we start getting in the 30s and 40s as we go into Wednesday afternoon. So the snow will start melting. And then we get into Thursday, Friday, see some cold air to the north here, and some warm air trying to push from the south into Thursday, and that's where we get into our little bit of extended period here. So when we look at data 3 to 7 U.S. hazards, right? We talked about this in the short range forecast, potential heavy rain on the 26th, and they're looking at the possibility of heavy snow wherever this, let's see, this is Thursday into Friday, right? So, yeah, that's that system we talked about towards the end of the week. High winds the 25th through the 27th and 26th through the 27th, potential for heavy snow the far northwestern tier of the U.S. and hazardous cold into Alaska here. As far as the long-term U.S. hazards or mid-term to long-term, we have a slight risk of heavy precip here in the Mississippi Valley in 2 parts of the Central Plains here, the 3rd through the 6th. We have a square here of slight risk of heavy snow here in parts of Oregon here in the higher terrain. Also, slight risk of heavy snow the 3rd through the 6th here in the northeast once again. So we'll have to see how this plays out. The model runs are kind of all over the place at this range, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then risk of high winds is mostly to the east of the Rockies here, into the northeast, central U.S., generally Ohio Valley and northern New England, with a risk of high winds here into southern Alaska as well. Hazardous temperatures only expected to be below normal here in Alaska. Otherwise, below normal temperatures aren't expected during the period, or hazardous temperatures, excuse me, are not expected to cut in the U.S. during this period. Yeah, as we talked about, the 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day temperatures look to feature zonal flow pretty much, with near normal to below, slightly below normal temps in the northern part of the U.S., with more confidence of above normal temperatures out west here, and Alaska looking to be below, Hawaii above, Aleutian Island chain below to near normal here. Like I said, an 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, same kind of thing here, just maybe below normal up to the north here. In Alaska, looking to stay below normal, although not as much confidence this far out as the shorter term, right? Above normal for Hawaii, looks like, and near normal to below in the Aleutian Island chain. As far as precip, looking to be near normal or above, generally east to the Rockies here, okay? And then out west, looking to move towards a drier than normal pattern, right? With near normal changes in between. Below to near normal to above in Alaska. Most of Hawaii is looking to be above to near normal. Well, Hawaii will be above to near normal or is trending that way. And near normal on the Aleutian Island chain. And then moving 8 to 14 days out. Pretty much very similar pattern here with maybe below normal precip chances moving into a little further to the south here. But most of the nation either above or near normal precip chances. Alaska below to near to above normal, depending where you're at here. Aleutian Island chain near normal. Hawaii about the same as it was as the 6 to 10 day outlook. What are we looking at the longer term? Well, when we look at this, we can look at the 500 millibar level and show the current system here is really intense low pressure moving out, right? And we move through the week, a couple days here. And we have another system moving through the northerly flow here. One would say, well, what's going to happen with this? It's not nearly as deep, or it's kind of very progressive, right? This is Thursday and Friday, right? You have this short wave in the flow, right? That's Friday afternoon. So what's that look like at the surface? Uh, Progressive flow here. Maybe some frozen precip just to the north of where this low is, right? It's a short wave, okay? And so that's 6Z on Friday. Let's go back a little bit. Here's 6Z on Friday. Here's your short wave moving through. Not very intense, really, okay? Not really. It's not becoming negatively tilted, at least in this model run. Go back a few model runs. Let's take a look what it's doing. It's a lot further to the west here. And so it really is further to the east here, but it's very progressive and not really doing much. Okay. And then what happens further on here is the flow becomes more zonal, right? So less impacts and sensible weather. And then the GFS is forecasting a upper level low to get cut off here, and in this desert southwest area, right? Maybe another trough digging on the west coast or east coast a little bit, but overall, um, mild conditions for most of the U.S. And so when we compare this to the European, let's take a look here. The European offers up a similar solution, right? Well, we start with this. We have our intense low moving out. And then we have a clipper system coming through Wednesday, maybe bringing some intense snow bands depending on where you are here, right? Some precip out west will continue here for the next couple days, and that'll kind of wane some, and it'll move to the northwesterly flow here in the northeast, and into Thursday and into Friday. You see this short wave as well moving through here. At the upper levels, let's take a look. This is our initial system, right? Moving out. Then Wednesday, Thursday, we got our clipper system moving through, right? And we got our short wave right here. Not really that impressive, right? Let's go back a few runs with this. It was a little deeper a few runs ago, so less amplified, but we do have what looks like a trailing cold front and some flow from the south here, all right, which is going to bring some moisture up this way, up and over, right? So we're going to have some overriding precip no matter what here, overrunning, and you can see that in the moisture fields here with this. And so if this trough does get deeper or is changes as far as intensity goes the next couple of days, like it digs more, right? Like when we're going on right now, we could get some more intense snowfall rates and things like that, but right now it's not looking like that's going to happen. So we could have some heavy rain up here, though, in the Ohio Valley, Mississippi Valley, as this low kind of plods through there and finally pushes out. So you go a bit further out with the European. There's a similar look here with more northerly stream energy and warmer temps leading to freezing precip and snow further to the north. And you see out west here, relatively calm in the short term up till the first part of March. More northerly stream energy moving through, right? But pretty far to the north here. And we get a little further out here. Let's take a look at the European as we get further out to mid-levels. First part of March. It wants to bring this upper level low on the shore here as well, and a deep low in the northeast here, really intense mid-level low the first week of March, moving to the northerly stream, right? But that's more of a northwest flow type event than anything else, and that mid-level feature kind of gets absorbed. Go back to the surface here, we get further out with this. Okay, well, you see what the European wants to do towards towards the end of the first week of March. This is pretty far out, but kind of an interesting scenario here. I don't know if this is really going to play out, but anyway, that's really far out, so it's not really worth discussing right now. I'm sure somebody will post this on social media and say we're going to have another major snowstorm here in the southeast or something like this, and this is pretty unrealistic given how far out we are. So anyway, that's the long term, and you know, in the short term, we got a clipper system moving through the next couple of days after our initial system today and tomorrow tonight, and clean up from that, and then into the weekend. Towards the weekend, we get maybe potential another quickening system moving through the northeast. As far as temperatures in the long term, below normal temps here to start the period for most of the U.S. And then out west, we warm up considerably here. The East Coast still really remains below normal into tomorrow. And we have cold air pulling up to the north here again, and cold air remaining in the northeast and southeast into Wednesday. Some colder than normal temps up here in the upper Midwest. You see the warm air really pooling here all the way along the west coast here, with the exception of the Intermountain West and the Northwest. And the Northeast stays either near normal or below. Okay, with this system moving through on Friday, and with cloudy skies, you see how warm it gets in the central U.S. here, with colder temps cooling up to the north again here, right? Getting to end of February, see where the cold temps are. Really brutally cold up here into Canada, and we see where the boundary is here, right? So pretty zonal flow as we get to the extended, like we talked about. Maybe some pushes of warmer air to the northeast here, and colder air as these different systems move through. And then the European really wants to push colder air to the south here. We get this very intense push of cold air, and really wants to bring colder than normal temps really far to the south here, to the east of the Rockies through the extended. So not sure if this is going to happen or not, but you know, we showed the surface features. I wanted to show you these. This is a possible outcome, although a lot of time to figure this out. So when we look at temperatures here for the long term, looking to warm up quite nicely towards the end of the week here, with temperatures likely above normal for most of the period, with highs and lows 70s and 40s and 50s. So although at the extended range, we don't have as much certainty here. So we'll keep an eye on that, but at least as of right now, the trend has been for it to be above normal through the really the 10th of March here. When we look at week 3 to 4 temperatures, still looking to be above normal for most of the continental U.S., with the exception of maybe out west here, the northwestern part of the U.S., with equal chances above or below. Below in Alaska, continuing here, it looks like through the early and middle part of March, right? Above in Hawaii, and above equal chances are below, depending where you're at in the Aleutian Island chain. As far as precip goes, got a wide variety here of below to above to equal or below or above here out west as well. So quite a variation here, but not a lot of confidence either way, with the exception of maybe up here into the Midwest and maybe the Northwest U.S. above normal precip chances. Trending below here in Alaska to equal to above, and far southeastern Alaska, above in the Hawaiian Island chain, below to equal in the Aleutian Islands as well. Well, I appreciate y'all watching today, and hopefully you got something out of this video, and hope you're safe and in your homes here as you watch this up in the Northeast. And pretty pretty intense system. I haven't seen one like this in quite a while, so it's exciting from a meteorological standpoint, but I'm sure it impacts people's lives, and that's not good. But hopefully you took um, steps to be safe during this, right? So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. God bless y'all and have a good day.